நண்பர்களுக்கு வணக்கம். Today, I am humbled and honored as I present myself before you, the most respected, revered persons, the Swaraj family. I mean what I say that you are the most respected because our goal is to reach the last person in this country with all opportunities and rights, equally for everyone and each one. Until when we will not rest. We are serious about it and we have committed ourselves, our lives in this purpose, to this purpose, from the moment we embrace this movement, Swaraj. Hence, I really address you all the most respected. We also deserve to be proud as we belong to political movement Swaraj Abhiyan and the political party Swaraj India, which has an origin to feel proud about. Maybe most of us know the origin of Swaraj movement, but everyone who come in should know, all the volunteers, members should know about the birth of this movement, great movement in this country. Swaraj principles, founding principles were safely kept alive from getting removed, getting erased by compromises. We very safely, very carefully protected the principles and brought from a place into this space of Swaraj family in 2015. That's where we were born, actually. And today, these principles are safeguarded, nourished, and grown through the past 6 years. It has grown sternly and steadily. I am very proud because we have this origin where we never compromised our founding principles. When we say Swaraj principles, we know what they are. We stand unique from rest of the political parties because of these principles, which are not only in our vision document as a document, but we have a constitution that has enshrined in itself the structure and constitutional provision to put them in practice. In addition, these principles do not stay just in the documents of the vision document or the constitution, but we respect those principles and live up to its standard in our day to day life in the movement. We keep those principles and we never compromise on those principles. That's where we stand unique from rest of the political parties in this country. To mention few of the fundamental values held high, fundamental principles that we follow with zero compromise are the democratic functioning, collective leadership, and decision making. Swaraj India is the only political party in India which has in its structure the highest body, presidium, as against high command of an individual. We can very proudly say our party do not have a single leadership, but it's a collective leadership. The president is not the last person, the first person, or wherever one likes to keep oneself, but the president has to be among the presidium for any decision making. It is standing unique in that sense. Go very strong by transparency and accountability. Swaraj India came forward, offered itself under RTI, Right to Information Act, so that any public who want to look into our party and ask questions, they have right to ask, and we are willing to answer them. We are accountable to them, and that's where our transparency and accountability is. We stand by very strongly, and I think it is very few, if at all, any political party adhere to this commitment. Gender perspectives are strictly adhered to in our party and movement. As we all know, one of the very few or only one political party which is having internal complaint committee, which is in function, which is in accordance to the Prevention of Sexual Harassment at Workplace 2013 Act. So, gender perspective and gender justice equality is is very important, and we are very serious about it. So these are some of the principles which we really follow, which make our party stand unique, and that's why we are proud of it. So over the last 6 years, we have been growing very slowly and steadily, and it's a big challenge for our party to grow in numbers, because we are looking for and moving towards an alternative politics, which is challenging, and to continue our journey without compromise, it's not that easy, but though slow, we go strong. We grow strong also. Now we are in the next stage of our growth process. We know now what we should hold on to, our principles, something that we need to hold on to, so that we don't really deviate from our founding principles, go away from it, so that our focus, which is the alternative politics, is never lost. So, henceforth, the political vision would be our driving force, and action on the ground, together with the vision, will surely bring the required change that we are envisaging. These two things of the vision of an alternative politics and action on ground with the people who are convinced of these principles, of this ideology, who are committed to this cause on the ground, these two surely will make a change as we dream, that we dream of. Swaraj India is very rich with visionaries. We have so many experiences in the past where some of our leaders, few of our leaders had really led a national movement, a vision which should really be the issue focused, thrust should be given, and how to strategize to bring this vision into action and to make it possible. So these visionaries are with us. We are rich. We are very rich with these visions, which is a very uh, required element in such movement. So we do have committed volunteers to act on ground. We have nth number of youth, farmers, women who are on the ground every day every day selflessly working in this movement. In my practical experience and knowledge, volunteerism is sacred. I have no words to really express this feeling when I say volunteerism or volunteering. It means so much. Uh, any political movement or a party will be successful depending on the principled numerical strength of volunteers. I mean, principled numerical strength of volunteers. Both the quality and the quantity matters. Just one cannot go without the other too long. So that's where we need to focus and see that all our members and volunteers and leaders or any committee members have integrated within oneself the principles and the ideology of this movement, Swaraj, its real meaning, its real sense, and keep spreading this in numbers. There cannot be a leader without a volunteer within herself or in himself. Whatever be the position, whatever be the responsibility in our Swaraj family movement, a leader has to be a volunteer. That's my conviction and understanding. Without a volunteer within oneself, there cannot be a leader. Being a volunteer or volunteerism means it's an attitude, it's a readiness, it's a commitment, and ready to sacrifice anything at any time. So that's why I call volunteering is sacred. Of course, the movement matters. What kind of movement one volunteers, whatever be the movement, whatever be the principles, the goal, the volunteers are sincere and committed. So that's why it is sacred. We are committed to the cause of alternative politics, and which means I always say what this alternative politics means is people centered, environmental centered development should be realized in this politics, and that the development reaches the last person through a process of decentralization of power, which is a real democracy, which is a real Swaraj. Friends, I just want to tell today you have bestowed on me a great trust and confidence and allowing me to take this responsibility of presiding, being a president of this movement, a great movement. I humbly accept this as a call in my life, and I try to give my best, commit myself to the fullest to our cause, to this movement, to this cause. And I'm confident because I have my leaders who have led this movement before me, and I have all of you volunteers and members along with me to travel with me, and all of us will journey together and achieve this big challenge, the cause of alternative politics. Thank you.